Hey folks, it's Piano Man Steve. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do another demo series video here for you. And this is going to tie up a couple of loose ends for me. A lot of times when people tune in, they see me playing older music, things from 20, 30, sometimes even 40 or 50 years ago. And it's a lot of the best music ever written came in that area, so we do a lot of that. But I also play more modern stuff, and I want you to know that my techniques that I teach apply to more modern music as well, because the tenets of playing rock, pop, and country have not really changed that much. Just the chord progressions and whatever have changed a little bit, but really the rhythm patterns and everything, the same process has always been there, and it still is today. So whether you want to play music by Billy Joel or clear back to Frank Sinatra or somewhere in between like Elvis or the Beatles, or if you want to come up and you want to play John Legend or Coldplay or Bruno Mars, doesn't matter. This stuff is what you need to know to do it. And I'm going to show you today. We're going to use Bruno Mars as an example. We're going to take the song Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars. And I have to tell you a quick funny story about this. My sister got married in the fall of 2011, and I was of course going to play and sing at her wedding, and driving back to Nebraska from Nevada to do it, and she tells me, she emails me and says, we would like you to play, and she gave me a list of things that they wanted done, and said, but during the candle lighting we want Just the Way You Are. Now, if you're familiar with me, you know that I'm like the biggest Billy Joel fan that ever walked the face of the earth, except for all of you crazies out there who are also big Billy Joel fans, no offense intended. I'm just like you. I'm a nut for him. And I have sort of made my living by playing Billy Joel music. That's how I got started in all this. And Billy Joel has a very, very popular song called Just the Way You Are that came out in 1977 and was a very big hit for him. That's, you know, don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. So I'm just certain, and it happens to be a love song, happens to get played at a lot of weddings. So I'm just certain she must mean that song. I didn't read the fine print. She goes, I can send you a video. I'll send you a YouTube link video for that song so you can learn it from that. And I'm thinking, you've completely lost your mind, Molly. I know how to play this song. I've been doing it since I was 14. Big deal. So I completely disregarded this email she sends me because she wants Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars, which came out in like 09 or 010 or something like that. I've never even heard the song at that time because I don't listen to the radio much. I usually am only listening to music that I have to learn to play or whatever. I'm not really what I'd call an avid like radio listener or avid iTunes fanatic. So I'm not familiar with this. So we're driving to Kearney, Nebraska, and we get there like 2 days before the wedding. And the day of the rehearsal dinner, I tell Molly, you know, we're fine, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, play it for me. So I sit down and I play it. And she goes, that's the wrong Just the Way You Are. I said, what? So anyway, I had to learn this in record time. But luckily, guess what? I had a rhythm pattern that would work. I had licks and fills that would work. And the chords were pretty simple. It's just using a 1, 6 minor, 4, and 5, basically. So it's using the same stuff that we built the 50s on. But, so, anyway, I have a special affinity for this song now because of the journey that I had to go through to learn it, because I didn't have very much time. And it's like this. So, if you're familiar with the song, first of all, I'm going to do it in the key of C, which is a little lower than Bruno did it, but again, that's my voice. And I'm going to use a C chord, an A minor 7, an F, back to C. And I think there's a G in there somewhere. So C is 1, A minor 7 is a 6 minor 7, F is 4, G is 5. Those are the only chords I'm having in there. I'm going to be using my rock pop rhythm pattern number 6, which looks like this. Okay, that's what I'm going to be using. And then for licks and fills, I'm probably going to be using 2 things. I'm going to maybe make some things up out of the swing scale. This is not really a bluesy song. It's got way too much pure major chords to just be a blues scale thing. So we're going to use the C swing scale, which you can learn all about in the licks and fills / improv module. And I'm also going to use my favorite lick and fill technique, which is the build a fill off of the chord that you're on. So every once in a while I'll just be on a chord and I'll flutter around on it, and you can learn about that. I've got a video or 2 about that in my licks and fills module. So here we go. We are going to use Piano Man Steve's techniques to create some of the most modern and popular music there is, and this song has a techno drum beat, and you can still do it on solo piano with the right rhythm pattern. So here we go. Stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. I know when I compliment her, she don't believe me. If so, it's so sad to think she don't see what I see. Every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. Girl, you're I hope that gives you an idea. If I had a lyric sheet in front of me, I could finish it. But this is not rocket science. You're just taking these chords and you're plugging it into this rhythm pattern that we teach. So that's a C chord. I'm using an added 9 chord, which of course we teach in the chords module. Minor 7, F added 9, back to C added 9. When I see your face, there's not one thing that I would change. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Once in a while, I just do a little flutter or some kind of rhythmic thing on the chord I'm already on, like this. When I see your face, there's not one thing that I would change. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. That was just a little something out of the swing scale. So this works brilliantly on the most modern music you can find, and we'll do some more of these. I'm going to do a mix out of this demo series of more modern music and also oldie goldies and classic rock stuff, because like I say, I want to connect dots. That's what this demo series is all about. It's connecting dots. How do you take what's in the members area and string it together to become songs? That's where the magic happens. And I don't care if you're doing it with, like I say, Coldplay or Foo Fighters or Bruno Mars or John Legend or Michael Bublé, or if you're doing it with Van Halen, or if you're doing it with anyone from the 80s, Springsteen or Tom Petty or whatever, the Steve Miller Band, Billy Joel, Elton John, all the way back to Elvis, all the way back as far, this really works all the way back as far as Louis Armstrong, and even like the original, what they called the minstrel era, where it was the Stephen Foster stuff, like Camptown Races sing this song, doo-da, doo-da. Well, you know, it doesn't matter. You can use these rhythm patterns for music as old as that, all the way up to the modern present day, because the tenets of playing popular music have not changed. The chord progressions and the really kind of like cachet rhythm patterns, they fade in and out with different eras and all that, but there's elements of that always around. And you just plug the right chord into the right rhythm pattern and then use these licks and fills that you can build off the swing and blues scale, and use the chords that you're on and the different, you're good. You can play anything from any era competently. So that's what I think is so exciting. And of course, this absolutely incredible, magnificent instrument that we play is, I cannot explain to you how amazing it is to have 8 octaves and the ability to use as many as 10 digits at a time. I mean, usually we'll probably use about 4 or 5, but the guitar is the only thing that even comes close to the versatility that this offers us and the full range of things we can do. So it's really extraordinary. We're so lucky to play this instrument, and I'm hoping that I can help you unlock the secrets to it so that you can use it for all it's worth, because it is so much fun. Anyway, I just turn into a big boob when I talk about this because I love it so much. I do. I love playing this instrument. I love what it allows me to do, and the fact that I've got this like worldwide audience of people tuning in to hear me talk about it on a regular basis is so far out I can't even begin to tell you. So thank you for making that a reality in my life. But in all seriousness, I hope that this is helping connect dots for you. I'll be back with more soon, and in the meantime, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And I will see you on the next video.